Hey, welcome to Temple Talk Thursdays. Yes, it's Temple Talk Thursdays. We're here a little early today, but hey, that's a good thing. Welcome to Temple Talk Thursdays. Here at Restoration from Within, we work with women who want to go back to an overall healthy place for themselves personally, for their families, but most importantly for God. And we usually have Temple Talk Thursdays at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So definitely, if you coming in, come on in. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Theo, how you doing? All these people, thank you for the love. Yes, throw them thumbs up. Hey, Sister Dolores, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. So today we're going to talk about prevention for sniffles. Yep, prevention for sniffles and those coughs, because the kids are back to school, right? So guess what? We got the back to school to-do list, whatever, if it's in college, in middle school, or even going into preschool, we did the to-do list. We did, hopefully we got taken care of our mommy escape that we're going to soon be taking, right? Or at least planning. So, hey, Miguel, how you doing? Long time no see, bro. I love you. And also now we got to take care of preventing the sniffles and also preventing the back to school sniffles and coughs, right? Because those things are coming and they coming hard. Kids don't only share pencils during their school days. So we have to talk about prevention. Hey, Latasha, how you doing, sis? So today we have a special guest. And so I love this new, I don't know if y'all noticed, there's when you go live, there's a way that you can wave at people when they're waving at you. So I'm super excited. But before we begin, I'll give our guests some time to come in. We're going to talk about the price of a pearl. Yes, the price of a pearl. So the price of a pearl is the upcoming conference that yours truly will be part of the dynamic speakers that will be speaking on that. And so I would love for you guys to join me. So mark your calendars. That's September 14th through the 15th. And let me get the address correct. And it's at Poplar Springs Missionary Church. And it's in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And I, again, have the honor to come with my Remnant Warrior sisters. We're the special guests, and I'm also part of the dynamic group of speakers that's going to be speaking. The speakers will be none other than Minister Adrian Young. She'll be speaking on Friday evening. Saturday, I will be speaking. And my sissy, Jasmine Hardy, will be speaking. I'll be speaking about taking care of your temple. And my, thank you for the love. And my sissy, I digress. Jasmine Hardy will be talking about worship. And then no other than Miss Reverend Telly Gatson. She will be the guest speaker for the conference. Hey, Russell, how you doing, bro? Congratulations on your first year. Man, I'm telling you, y'all doing big things over there in Mount Pleasant. So congratulations again. And so, okay, so that's where I'm going to be at. So guess how much is the conference? Free. And they're also blessing every guest with a lunch for Saturday. So go ahead and join. You can find us at Eventbrite. I'll pop the link in the comment section below so you can register. Let it be a weekend, a mommy escape for you and your girlfriends. And it's September 14th and 15th. And so that Friday night, we'll have the event and Saturday. And also, if you go to the Eventbrite section, you can also find, let me gather my thoughts. Oh, yes, the hotels, definitely, because there is a game going on. I think it's a Clemson game. So if you're going to spend the night, get your rooms now. I think tomorrow is the last day to get your rooms. Hey, sis, how you doing? So definitely, I will pop in the, Tasha, if you're able to, please, put the link, the Eventbrite link, so anybody who wants to join us, you're more than welcome to join us. So let me see. Oh, Latasha said it's going to be life-changing. Join us at the price of a pearl. It's totally free. Yes. And I also wanted to say thank you so much for the everyone who have purchased for their loved ones or for yourself, the Restoring the Temple, 7 Steps to a Healthier You. I'm super excited. Hey, Adri, I see you, girl. I'm almost done. So I will be having these available at the Price of a Pearl conference. And if you have read this book and this book has blessed you or blessed the individual that you have purchased it for, please go to the Amazon listing page. Please do that. And once you go to the Amazon listing page, write me a review. I want to see I want to read about your experience. And I really look forward to catching that. All right. So without further further ado, our guest is here. I'm going to invite her in. Okay, hold on. Adri, you on? Okay, let me see. Let me see if Adri. Oh, hey Maria, how you doing? Okay. Oh, that's my girl Maria. How's Puerto Rico treating you? Man, I hope you loving it. Okay, so I don't know. You know, sometimes going live, there's a trickiness going on. So let me just check in with our guest speaker. I'm checking in with her. So how's y'all weekend been? All right. Okay, I don't see the invite. So can you can you request to be invited in? Hey, Kimani, how you doing? I love you. I love you, and thank you for catching the live. So we are having some technical difficulties. So definitely she will be coming in soon. Puerto Rico is a lot of fun. I'm loving it. Girl, I really want to go visit Puerto Rico. I know this is so side note, but I'm glad that you're loving it. And I just pray prosperity to you. Okay, I see you. All right. All right. Come in. I'm going to invite you in, Adri. Are you on your laptop or on your phone? Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's talk about, okay, you're watching. All right. It's not allowing me to invite you, Adri. It's not allowing me to invite you. But let's talk a little bit about Adri before she comes in. Okay. Yay, she's there. All right. All right. All right. So before she comes in, I want
Oh, it worked.
Yay! That's great. That's good. Hi, Adri. How you doing?
Hi, guys.
So this is our special guest. I'm so excited to have her here today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is so good.
Thank you.
For those who are watching or catching the replay, by all means, please forgive us. There was just some technical difficulties, but that comes with live videos.
Yes,
so definitely, if this is your first time watching, please, please, please let us know so we can welcome you properly. And if you're catching the replay, please let us know as well so we can say thank you. So those of you who have stood with us, by all means, if you could share us and tag a friend now so they can watch and catch the live, by all means. So hey Ashley, how you doing? So while Adri is introducing herself and introducing herself to us, by all means, invite at least 3 friends to watch this video and take some notes how to naturally prevent those sniffles and coughs that are coming. Hey Barry, how you doing, fam? So tell us a little bit about yourself, Adri.
So my full name is Adriana. My family calls me Adri. That's why it's on there like that. But basically, I am a proponent of natural, holistic ways to heal the body. And I know we're talking about back to school sniffles today, so I'll be talking about obviously preventing it, because I think that here in the States we look at sickness the wrong way. We look at it retrospectively, and it should be proactively that we address health altogether. So I would say for the most part, growing up, I grew up in a family that was really big on nutrition and health naturally, so I got to experience that early on. But came college, I was set free, and I kind of went crazy with, stuff that I could never have at home. So I had Sonics and McDonald's, and the calf food was awesome because they had a buffet, and I've always loved food. So I went crazy, and I didn't think anything of it until I began to see little things like I started getting acne, and I had trouble sleeping. Migraines became common for me. Aside from the fact that I gained the freshman 15 fast, but I just began to have a lot of issues that I never had before. So chronic fatigue, I just didn't have enough energy. And the worst thing for me was I began to see little eczema spouts, which I had never had
Wow.
before. So I think it was the turning point for me in college, where I began to take my health seriously again with nutrition. Again, I grew up in a home where um, we weren't given Tylenol for everything, or antibiotics left and right. So I tried to do things the natural way, and I really I dove into the research. I'm a bit of a research nerd, so
Me too, me
that was
too,
big for me.
me
That was
too.
big. I enjoy scholarly articles, so I really researched for a long period of time, and I saw that there are no adverse effects for natural things.
Yes.
It's so amazing. I think that everything that God creates is so purposeful,
Yes.
and that includes nature. Like, we have all
Mhm.
the tools that we need to thrive. So it's a
Definitely.
little bit about my background.
No, definitely. And I liked how you said that because I remember growing up as well. My grandparents raised me. I had the honor of having my grandparents raise me. And I remember, like you said, oh, my eye hurts. Wait. And they'll go back to the yard, to the backyard and pick up a
Yeah.
plant. And I can remember the name of the plant, but it was like a white milk that would come out of it. I can't remember what it was, and then they will pour it in your eye, and you say,
Uh-huh.
oh, that's good for your eye, or I have a cough, and then they're in the kitchen doing something with some plant that they grab. So
That's right.
definitely
That's
I
right.
totally understand that. And I wasn't I did not go after high school to college, but I joined the military. But it's
Uh-huh.
funny that you say that the 15,
Same thing.
freshman 15, that's exactly
Yeah.
what happened to me. When I
Same
got
thing.
out of, I went into the military, I was wilding out. I had to get my
Right.
life together. Like the first couple years, I was like, Lord, I just can't, I didn't do
Same.
nothing. And it's
And
true.
you begin to appreciate when you look back, you're like, okay, I get why my mom
Yes.
never bought those
Yes.
Cheetos. Or, that was hard for us. We saw all our friends like with all these snacks, and we didn't grow up having snacks ever. Like, we're hungry. Oh, here's fruits and veggies. And that was our snack. So it was hard, like, growing up and seeing all our friends eat this stuff that looks amazing, but now I appreciate it looking back, and I understand it
Yeah,
more.
definitely. And so that's one of the reasons. That in itself, sharing your story is also a testament of what we're talking about. Prevention is key.
That's right.
In my book, I talk about how healthcare really is not healthcare, especially here. It's really sick
No,
care. It's a cycle that
it
they
is.
have.
It is.
And now, even though the insurance is in bed with the sick care system, the hospitals and whatever they have here, and this is just me speaking, this is how I personally believe. um they're noticing that their money, even though they're in there for the money, are losing money because a lot of people are getting sick. So they're trying to do some preventative measures. However, it's not the same as a naturopathic way of doing things. And that's what we're here
That's right.
that's what we're going to talk about today. Not just teaching our children to eat, having healthy habits. Hey, Daddy Chap, how you doing? Having healthy habits, but also that's part of the prevention. But also, what are some ways to do it now that they're back to school and we're literally going into the cold and flu season? So,
Right.
what I don't know, what are your thoughts on how I know we can talk about this, but what are your thoughts on how the cold and flu season has really, I mean, it's caused some deaths last year. It caused a lot of deaths last year, and I was very alarmed by that.
It caused a lot of deaths, more than we hear. I think the media plays a big role in fear mongering.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to the amount of people that we have in the States, it's not a lot of people. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, also, if you look at the statistics, it's mostly elderly patients whose immune systems are already compromised.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. Again, preventative health is number one. And
Okay.
I know a big question that parents have is, to get the flu vaccine, to not get the flu vaccine. I am not a proponent of any chemicals,
Me neither.
vaccines included, but there are way more effective ways that don't give you adverse effects naturally for the flu. So, for example, I start off my son's day every day with I
I'm
call it
taking notes.
the daily
Okay.
vitamin smoothie.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just a regular smoothie that we all usually have pre-breakfast. We still have a good breakfast, so your smoothie doesn't have to be your breakfast. It can, but it usually consists of, let me make sure I wrote it down so that I wouldn't
Yes.
forget anything.
No, definitely.
Okay, so we have orange, the juice of a full orange. What I'll do is I'll peel off the skin and I'll put the whole orange into the
Yes, I
smoothie.
love you.
So
See, you know why I believe in that, because you of course you take the peel of the orange off, but that's the fiber,
yeah,
everything in it.
you want that. That's the good
yes.
stuff. And honestly, you can put some peel in there too. And it's not, most of the antioxidants, the polyphenols are in the skin of fruits and veggies anyway. So, but because he's a 2-year-old,
Yeah.
I try to make it as palatable as I can. And so it's a full orange, a full lemon, or the juice of a lemon, and I'll do kale, which is high in vitamin C.
Yes.
Moringa leaves. If you have moringa leaves, that's an awesome option because it's extremely high in antioxidants and vitamin C.
Where can we find that, sis?
Here you find we're kind of spoiled because we have a lot of farmers markets here and they're available, but your local health store should have it.
Okay.
Most of them do. And if not, I have not checked Amazon. I've heard that it's on Amazon, or at least the powder. I don't like powders, but if you have to resort to that, I mean, that's a good option.
Okay.
There's mango. A ripe mango is extremely high in vitamin C, and it's a great master for greens. So I always try to add mango where there's bitter greens. It like masks that flavor out. So I'll do a mango and pineapple, and that's pretty much it. That's like your daily preventative multivitamin, I call it. And we start off our day with that. And that works for us. I'll say Ace will maybe get sick once a year with that. And that's what you want to look for. A healthy anatomy will get sick, but it's 2 to 3 times a year, no more than that, including being in school. He's not in school yet, but even still. So that's the preventative way. Me and my husband have garlic honey. It doesn't sound good, but it's amazing. So what we do is we'll fill up one of these jars right here. It's about this size with raw local
That's about
honey.
6 ounces? That's about 6 ounces?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I think it is actually 6
All right.
ounces. We fill it up with raw local honey. And we'll mince maybe 2 garlic cloves really, really fine. And you put it in there, you mix it up, and you refrigerate it. And as it stays in the refrigerator, it gets stronger and stronger. But that is basically an antibiotic. And it kills parasites, it kills pathogens. It's a great thing to take in the mornings, or even when you're sick. You can take, 2 to 3 tablespoons per day, and it helps you get rid of any sickness. Now, those are preventative things.
You're giving a lot of really good information, because yes, garlic is really good. As even when you are sick, it kind of boosts your immune system. Yeah.
There's so much research on garlic actually being more effective than antibiotics present now.
Come on,
so,
girl. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I love you. So the garlic, 2 garlic cloves, and the honey, and a 6-ounce container of honey.
That's right.
And then how much do we take?
So depending on your needs, like I said, if you're just doing it for preventative measures, school started, you want to just give your immune system a boost, I take about a teaspoon in the morning every day. Now, if you're sick, it's going to change, and based off your needs, like if you just have a cold, I would say 2 tablespoons, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. If you have an ear infection, I would say 3 to 4 times per day. It's really based off your needs, but I would say a teaspoon is totally fine in the mornings before breakfast. You should be helping your body out a lot with just that.
Thank you. Oh, I love you. I appreciate you, Adri, for real. So let's talk about that, because also that has been a strong proponent. I've seen I was hoodwinked into getting my daughters, they're both ears, having the ear tubes in their ears. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? And at that time I wasn't I wasn't doing as much research for ear infections at that time. And that's really like a real strong proponent that I've seen. A lot of kids are getting their tonsils removed, and also getting their ear tubes in their ears. And you talked about how garlic is good for the ears as well. So let's talk about that. Can you go a little bit deeper into that? Like, how is that good for the ears?
Of course. Okay. So garlic, oh man, it has hundreds of amazing properties. And so it is almost not limited to one specific disease. We use garlic for all viral diseases, for parasites, for um, restoring and healing the gut. Oh, it can be used for so many things. It's amazing. But I would say, oh, it's funny that you mentioned garlic because I did a garlic post on my blog. If anyone is interested, I go into the nitty gritty as far as garlic. It's one of my staple items in our medicinal cabinet. Like, it's garlic. We put garlic in everything. It's almost in my elderberry syrup that I'm going to share with you guys, in my garlic oil rub, which I'll talk about right now. So this garlic oil rub is actually for that. It's for ear infections.
Okay.
And I've used it on my son before. His name is Ace. And
Hi, Ace.
Basically what you do is it's half a cup of organic coconut oil, which has antibacterial, antibiotic properties naturally. So you want to go for an organic coconut oil. And I melt it over the stove, half a cup. And then once it's melted, because it's usually a solid, you add a fourth of organic virgin olive oil, which also has antibacterial properties, and vitamin E. And then I add 3 to 5 garlic cloves. You can mince them, but honestly, putting them in whole does just as much as mincing them. I say mince and smash because we don't mind the strong garlic smell. But if you do and you have to go to work or whatever, you can just leave them whole. It'll still be strong. Then we take that off the heat and we let it sit for about 8 hours. And then you can seal it up and you put it in the fridge. That's what I have right here. It melted on me, but this is what it looks like. And once you put it in the fridge, it gets solid. So you can rub it on. And for babies, what I would do is I take about a tablespoon and rub it on their feet and put some socks over, let them sleep.
Oh,
it does wonders. It really does. Now, if it's an ear infection, you can take a little dropper and put about two drops into their ear. And it's amazing how fast it heals the ear infection, because it literally kills any infection or parasites found. That's just how strong garlic is. It's amazing. If you have oregano oil, oregano oil is almost stronger than garlic as far as killing bacteria or parasites or anything like that. But because it's so strong, I only put about 1 or 2 drops in a whole container of this.
Okay,
it's
so
extremely strong.
1 or 2. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
2 drops. You are coming with it, sis. 2 drops of oregano oil. Okay. And what if we don't have the oil, but we have the leaf? Is that cool too?
The oregano leaf, unfortunately, is usually not as strong here in the States. I have found we order our oregano oil straight from Turkey.
Oh, but, okay. No, that's good.
But it's not expensive. It's about, I think, $8, and a tube will last you a good year. Like, it's extremely strong.
Wow.
So
okay.
I'll post these or link what we use on my blog. I have a couple of things that I do as far as naturopathic remedies, but I haven't linked them, so I'll remember to do that.
Okay. And do you make these? Do you sell these?
I do.
Okay. Awesome.
Not yet. I want to. That's my goal by the end of at least next year. I don't know, but I definitely want to, because I've seen that's some people don't have farmers markets or health food stores nearby, so I do want to be able to provide that soon.
Let me know and I will add you to my site so people can go to you. So definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Elderberry syrup,
I love
this stuff. Lasts forever. It lasts forever, and it tastes good, so all kids want to have it. Like, it's super sweet, so kids love it. I also am a proponent of elderberry syrup for cold and flu season. I will go down the list of what I use. I know everyone's is a little bit different, but what I use is organic elderberry, and we don't have elderberry here, so I do order it.
Okay.
Raw local honey. I have a whole blog post on honey too.
Yes. I mean, your site is called Milk and Honey, so of course you're gonna have a blog post of honey.
I would
I'm
call
so
it
looking
garlic
forward
and
to
honey, but
meeting.
that doesn't sound as good. But garlic and honey are like my go-to for everything. So honey and hibiscus flowers are in it, rose hips, cinnamon, cloves, star of anise, and lemon peel and some water. So that's
Okay.
this stuff right here. And it's so sweet. It's so good. But, you know, elderberry, again, research shows how effective it is for specifically the flu.
Yes. And it's so high
And
in antioxidants
that's right.
also because it's, you know, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
It's
And
so true.
yeah, it is.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I remembered when you brought it up, I just remembered you bringing up the whole, you know, people dying from the flu.
Mm-hmm.
The statistics are skewed in the media. However, if you look at it, you know, what preventative measures were taken? Were they just giving antibiotics? Antibiotics are not effective for viral infections. So what were they given to boost the immune system to fight the flu? And we have to look at those things. Those are things that are omitted from the media.
Yeah.
And so
And what were
it's
their
very
diet
rare.
and their lifestyle?
Right.
Yeah.
Your chances of getting hit by a truck are far more great than dying from the flu. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
So I have to share this specific smoothie for
I'm taking notes.
ears, nose, and throat. Okay. Any infection, ear, nose, and throat, which is usually the flu and the cold. This is my antibiotic smoothie that I swear by. It will knock down, like, you know, a 7-day cold to literally a day or two.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's not that great as far as taste, but my husband gets my son to drink it.
No, you know what's so funny that you say that? Because I have, I make smoothies for clients and also for my house. And usually the ones that are like cleansing are not palatable, but you need to take them because they're going to cleanse, you know, they're going to detox you and cleanse you, nourish and cleanse you at the same time. But go ahead, sis. I'm ready.
All right. So this smoothie is a grapefruit. We definitely take the skin off because it's extremely bitter, but it's 1 grapefruit, the juice of 2 lemons. It's 1 orange, or the juice of an orange, half a garlic clove, raw, or a full one depending on their age. You know, I would say if they're 10 and up, definitely go ahead for the full clove. Half a mango, so you want to make sure it's a ripe mango, a good sized mango, a banana, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw local honey. Again, I say raw local honey because if you don't have raw local honey, you're just getting, you know, a teddy bear full of sugar. It's not the same.
Really? Come on now. And then also with local honey, you're actually also for people who have allergies, it's for the area. So you're helping to your immune system to fight against those allergies as well. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
That's right. Watercress. Some people don't even know what watercress is. If you don't, please Google it. It is amazing. You need it for everything, but it's extremely high in polyphenols and vitamin C as well, and protein actually. So there's about 34 grams of vitamin C, I think, per cup in watercress. Wow. So it's amazing. I add that, and then 2 tablespoons of turmeric. And turmeric is an amazing anti-inflammatory, which is great for sinus infections, cold and flu. Obviously, our nasal passages are swollen during that time. But that's it. That's the antibiotic smoothie. It's amazing. I always say take it in the morning as soon as you wake up. The body takes in and absorbs nutrients very efficiently if you take it pre-breakfast, before you eat anything else. So I would say that's it. I don't know if anyone has any questions. I can't really see if anyone is like on my phone. So
all right. Miss Annie Whitlock. Hey, Miss Annie, how you doing? She says, this is great. You all make me relax. This is good. That's what she's saying. And let me see if anybody else has said. A lot of people have said hi. Do you guys have any questions for Adri today? Do you have any questions for her? And usually there's a delay when people, you know, when people respond, so we'll just wait a couple of minutes. But I also wanted to let everyone know that once we finish the live, I will add Audrey's website here, and so you could keep updated with her. And it's also in the comment section below for the live as well. I added it there, so if anybody wanted to follow your website and also follow your blog, because you have a lot of information to share. I look forward to seeing you do these products and sell them by the boxes. I really am excited for you. And I know you're being real humble, but I also want to let everybody know that you are also a certified nutritionist. You know, this has been in your blood. You've been trained. You've been certified for it. And this is your purpose, and you desire to do this. And how can I don't know if you've opened those doors just yet, but I believe that in your website, if they wanted to know further or work with you, they can find it in the website as well, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And there's actually, I have a tab in there to contact me, and then I have a tab for questions and answers, which is open right now. Okay. So I'm accepting suggestions, questions, whatever. And what I'll do is I'll group them, because I get a lot of the same questions. So I'll eventually group them and just answer it on a full detailed blog post. Okay. But if it's personal, I'd be more than happy to, you know, contact you personally as well.
Okay. All right. Ashley said this is right on time. Thank you. Exclamation point.
You're welcome.
Exclamation point. Yes, definitely. So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You
go. No, I was just gonna say one more thing. I wanted to address fevers. Okay. Because I know that's like a big part of the flu.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that was so challenging for me last year, because my son, I like you said, I'm not a proponent of medicine, and he never got sick, you know what I'm saying? And so then last year he caught a fever. Oh, we also have some questions. Hold on. So and I didn't want to give him Tylenol, so I'm really looking forward to what you're saying, because all I did was cold compresses and was very careful with the baths also. But I'm looking forward to that, and then we'll go back to
questions.
To the questions. All right. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, sis.
All right. So like you said, there's such a fear here of fever. You know, fever is like this deathly, scary thing. And for the most part, if you are an infant under about 8 months, then yeah, a fever is usually scary. But you know, there's no study or research that shows any negative adverse effect from a fever that is below 104.5. And most kids don't get to 104 ever, you know.
Oh, well, I got Noah got higher than that.
I'm sorry, I meant to say infants.
Oh, I was like, yo, what's going on?
No, I meant to say infants.
But I get it. I get what you're saying though, because you're I know where you're going, so I'm gonna just let you have the floor, because you're 1,000% correct, sis. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Infants, especially infants, you know, you want to be a little more careful, because they can't tell us what they need, or you can't really tell sometimes. But for the most part, a fever 105 below is okay. You know, like I said earlier, God is so purposeful and accurate in his creation that if you really read the research behind fevers, it's amazing. You know, fevers are necessary. What a fever is your immune system raises your bodily internal temperature, because there is a specific cell, it's a specific T cell that works twice as hard and efficiently in a higher temperature. So that's the purpose of a fever. Now, what happens if your body is creating this fever, this perfect environment to fight off whatever pathogen that it has, and you give it Tylenol and you lower the body's response? You're confusing your body, because then you're like, wait, we don't need to be working as hard. Not only does the Tylenol do that, but Tylenol also has been proven to deteriorate the GI tract, which is necessary for health. That's where the immune system lives. It has been shown to lead to, that's right, your cardiovascular health. It's been shown to affect that adversely. It's been shown to cause an early onset of arthritis. There's so many things. And I look, and when you go to the hospital, what do? Oh, Tylenol, here. You know, your doctors, oh, he has a fever, Tylenol. But they don't look at the whole person. They don't ask you, you know, what's wrong, or how long, or is he eating good? Are you boosting their immune system up? And so I just wanted to talk about fever because fever is a good thing. I firmly believe that it's a great thing. It's your body's first line of defense, and it's okay. And I know it's uncomfortable as moms to see, you know, your baby's hot and uncomfortable. So what we do is warm baths, no cold bath. You want to err on the side of a little bit warmer than cold. You don't. I don't like lukewarm baths because to that I think some people think it's a little bit too cold, and it shouldn't be that cold. You don't want to shock the body. So we do warm baths, and I actually do use fresh oregano, thyme, and basil, and I soak it into the water. Onions, I cut up some onions and put it in the water, and I'll just let him play in the bathtub when he has a fever, and it goes down like extremely fast. He'll still have a fever, but it goes down from like a 104 to like a 102 or 101.
This is good.
So that's what you want. You want to make them comfortable, but you do want to allow the body to respond appropriately. And we do lukewarm baths. He loves that. Like you said, cold rags. A great idea is to peel potatoes, to slice potatoes thinly. You put that on the skin, and it's amazing. It pulls the heat right out of the brain. It's just so amazing. And they get really black and gross, but it works really fast. So peel potatoes. I soak them in water so that they don't get brown. And I'm trying to think of what else. Let's see. I don't think I read anything else. Lots of fluids and water, but you really want to let a fever ride out and do its thing.
No, thank you so much, Adri, because that really helped me. I'm gonna be chopping it up. Trust me. Next time I see a fever in this house from anybody, so definitely thank you so much. Let's go to the questions. Ashley says I suffer from esophageal spasms. Any recommendations?
How's your water intake?
It'll take a little bit for to respond. Miss Annie said, I'm gonna just read a comment from Miss Annie as well. That's great. I need her with the work I am going to be doing. So definitely, see, you have somebody else that wants to work alongside with you. So Miss Ashley, so she asked you, what was your water intake?
Spasm?
Yeah.
So the spasms, I know there are spasms in the esophagus, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But usually your water intake, what you are eating, has a lot to do with that. Sometimes it is a muscular structure. So I would suggest making sure that your structure is okay, that there's nothing hindering when you're consuming stuff. But most of the time it can be addressed through water. Most people don't drink enough water. You should be drinking at least 2 liters to 3 liters a day. That's for the average 150-pound person. What that does is it lubricates the esophagus and the lining. Foods high in fats also help.
She said it's better now, but it wasn't great prior to the first one I had.
I'm assuming it happens often. Is it new? Has she always struggled with it? Like I said, high diet and high fats, healthy fats, helps a lot with any GI disorder. And the GI disorder, people think it's just your stomach, but it starts in your mouth. It starts in your mouth all the way to where it comes out. Yeah. So any issues like that usually are dealing with the same stuff. So is your diet high in fats? Is your diet high in alkalinity? Are you consuming enough water? Now, what the fats does is it actually, like I said, it lubricates the intestinal tract and your esophagus and your throat and all that. So avocados, amazing. Raw avocados. Coconut oil, sesame seed oil is amazing. Flax seeds, milled flax seeds is obviously the better option. You can do flax oil, but I prefer the natural option, which is the flaxseed, and it has to be milled for your body to absorb it good.
She said no, it doesn't happen often. It's like once or twice a year.
Okay. I would say I would try boosting high fats first and see how that changes. And also sometimes too much animal protein. I know I don't really like to focus in on one specific diet, but animal protein is highly acidic, so it is a byproduct of that sometimes. So just be cautious as to what it is your daily diet is. Are you consuming enough leafy greens, bitter foods, etc., etc.?
So definitely. So thank you so much. Thank you, Ashley, for the question. On side of, I've seen her journey and what she said about from what she was at to what it is now. She's definitely made some changes. So, and I hope, and Audrey, thank you so much for sharing with her. I hope that that blesses you and we get a follow up for that.
Of course.
So, we are at our max time. I know you have other appointments to do today, but thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Let us know how we can follow you on Facebook and also follow your blog. So please let us know.
Okay, so my blog site right now is Milk and Honey, and there is 5 Ys. I have not paid for my Weebly page yet. I don't think I will until I actually start selling some stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So for now it's working, but it's Milk and Honey with 5ys.weebly.com. And like I said, you can send me questions there. I'd be more than happy to address. At Milk and Honey Co. on Instagram, and it's with 3 Ys. You can add me on there. I always share my recipes. I'm hoping to post one soon. So yeah, those are the main 2 I think that I use, and I can easily see if anyone needs to contact me.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Again, thank you for taking the time and also sharing really good stuff. I'm looking forward to share. I share this here. I also share this on my business page. Unfortunately, nice. The live stream works better on personal pages. So, right. But I will tag you so you can share it on your page or however you want to. If you have been blessed by Adri, please follow her on Instagram and also follow
and let me
her.
know. Let me know if you try any of these things this
flu
season coming up, and let me know how it goes.
Yes, I'm definitely trying the smoothie, that the antibiotic smoothie. I'm definitely going to try that. So I will be posting about that, and I'm going to tag you on it. Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, no, thank you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for walking in your purpose and destiny. And trust me, this is just the beginning, Adri. This is just the beginning. And you have a wealth of knowledge that a lot of people need it. And like you said, we people that, especially as believers, we perish due to lack of knowledge. And we also, hey, LaQuisha, and we also don't attach. Our spirits and our minds are connected, but we detach our taking care of our temples, and we forget that that's also a part of our stewardship. You know, and so I thank you so much that you're in the front lines. We're in the front lines together, and we can come together and share the gift of health. It's not knowledge, but it's actually the gift of health, so we can walk into what God has done for us. Just when I tell you, when I read your bio, I was like, okay, Lord, I love her, and I just want to meet her. So thank you so much. If this has blessed you, by all means, this is the type of stuff that we do. So join us here every Thursday, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for Temple Talk Thursdays. If you want to join the Restoration from Within community, just go to www.restorationfromwithin.com. And this won't be the last time. Hopefully that Adri and I will come together, not just live, but hopefully we can join forces, join our schedules together, and do something locally. So if you live in the Charleston community, by all means, stay tuned. I'm going to connect with Adri, and we're going to do something. So definitely. So I love you, Adri. I'm so proud of you. Please continue to share the gift of health.
I love to.
And y'all go check out her blog. It's not a regular blog. She's giving a lot of wealth of knowledge, and she's ready and willing to help you. So I love you to life, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. And I'll see you soon, Adri. I love you to life, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye.